So Software AG is the second largest German software company. The largest is SAP, everybody is knowing. Software AG.
Who is that? Who's the largest?
SAP.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of them. Yeah.
Software AG has its 40th anniversary, so we start early with selling software to our clients. So it's a product company from the beginning. So we start with Adabas and Natural, a database and a programming language, and we have now a middleware. It's called Web Methods. So that is a software that integrates different systems and help you to automate processes and optimize them. So that's a new way we want to do. Lately, we acquired EDS Share, also a German software house or a German consulting company. And ARIS might be a quite interesting or known tool in the world to document and optimize and analyze processes. And this will be integrated in our platform and shows what we want to do. So with the change from the Adabas Natural database and programming language to the more service or consulting dominated services, we increase our professional service business as well. In the former times, we help customer to develop solutions. Now we help customer to integrate their system and optimize the processes. We do consulting, and we had the need to more automate our professional service organization and to get it more controlled. Professional services in the software company was always loss-making, always a problem, always difficult to act with the customer. And therefore, we try to create a global organization, or we start to create a global organization 4 years ago, and we have now a global professional service organization organized and controlled by, represented in the board by a board member. And when we started this organization, we were looking for a project management and project controlling and a resource management tool.
So did you have a similar sort of set of issues that he had? Was it hard to bring in a new system to this large global organization? Because your business is different than the
It wasn't hard. We had no system for services. That was a problem we had. We had SAP for the products. Yeah. So it's not fitting to services. And who knows the capability SAP has in professional services knows the problems we had with SAP. And we were looking for service software. We had different countries. Different country organization that had a tool to do that, and we want to have a global organization, and we need a global tool to have a common process.
So the countries had their own tools. In some places you were using SAP's professional services thing, and you sort of came in and said, no, we need a global approach to managing all these 2,000 resources.
And then we had a selection process and talked to the countries, and 2 of them had already OpenAir. So it was the US and Switzerland. I don't know why Switzerland, the US
Trailblazers
company, it's clear. So, and we evaluate different tools. We evaluate our French solution that was also used in Belgium, and OpenAir was the best solution, the most flexible, and it was a cloud. And as a cloud, it was not a big investment. It was just growing with our services and could be flexibly introduced.
And so as you went through that decision process, you made the decision, how long did it take for you to roll out NetSuite OpenAir? What was the approach in terms of how you did a global rollout?
So luckily I wasn't in software AG at this time.
Oh, good. So you just hear the stories.
I hear that. No, I know that it costs a year to roll it out worldwide. So we had 1 year for the selection. After the selection, we had projects in all the countries to adopt to the OpenAir, to move their processes in OpenAir, and we had a rollout running in 20 countries, I think more or less 1 year. And the challenge was that we have quite different sizes in the countries with different business. We had a 600 people business in Spain, and we had 20 people business in Venezuela or in Latin America. So, and also the infrastructure was quite different. So it was very easy to tailor OpenAir to the needs in the different organization. In some countries we have a SAP system, in other countries we not have the SAP system because we acquired the company with an own accounting tool. And OpenAir was the only tool that gives us a common view worldwide, and that's what we want to have because we want to manage our resources also on a global basis, and we want to control our project and find a loss-making project and help the countries managing them worldwide in a global organization.
And so as you looked at, what was, looking back now, was the base of the problem you're trying to solve was make this a profitable business? What was the big thing that you hope to solve with OpenAir?
So the target was to make a global organization and to make it profitable. What was the first time 2 years or 3 years ago for professional services alone. And for that reason, we take it out from the countries and had this global organization, and this global organization with the global management wants to have a global view on all countries, on all data. And with the different accounting systems we had in our local organization, this wasn't possible. And to find the truth and to find our resources that are not utilized, to use resources in other countries, to find the right skills, we needed a tool like OpenAir that helps us, first of all, to control our projects, on the other side also to control the utilization of our resources.
Fantastic. And finally, one I didn't ask the other gentleman, I'll ask you, some of the interesting things about these cloud-based applications is user acceptance seems very high when compared to traditional sort of client-server apps. You had a big challenge of bringing together a bunch of different countries, had their own systems, probably had their own desire to keep their own system. What was the response to basically coming onto the system? How do they like the system as end users, not necessarily as management?
So especially the end users working in a software company, doing software development, like the idea of new techniques like clouds. So I think that's also a good thing to sell to the user, that they can do their timesheets from everywhere. They can do it on the iPhone. That is a quite nice thing for our US colleagues, that everybody uses iPhones, and with the new iPhone interface, they are able to do it, not coming to the office from the customer side, even so they not get internet access at the customer side. The problems you are usually facing with if you work on customer sides.
Fantastic.
And it's a modern technology, so they like it. It's nice and sexy, and it's easy to understand.
Excellent. Sexy software, nothing better than that. All right, Markus, thank you very much. Fantastic story. Thanks for the business. Great to have you as a customer.